Red Happy on the outside, and they're off. Racing in the Bet Goodwin Sussex National Handicap Chase. And over on the right, Abaya de Mathan in the yellow cap. Pemberley is pushed forward, wants a piece of the action early on, with down the centre Nearly Perfect in red and yellow. Grace Avuzonki towards the left in the blue and white star sleeves. Further out, Blame the Game and Red Happy back on the inside to Glorious Lady as they arrive at the second fence. And they're all safely over. And at the back of the field, Django and Mihal Nolan again riding a waiting race in these early stages aboard I See You Well for trainer Seamus Mullins as they race up the hill. 3 circuits to cover from here. And it's Abaya de Mathan in the yellow cap, James Davis on the inside of Pemberley, last year's runner-up. Followed close up by Nearly Perfect, Blame the Game, and Red Happy is out wide. Then Glorious Lady just towards the inside of, behind those, Atakan. City Ismail is out wide, green with the red cap. Out wide then of Django with towards the rear, I See You Well, as they now make their way across the top and on towards the back straight. And Grace Avuzonki is the back marker. On to the first of the 3 down the back. Abaya de Mathan, Pemberley, Nearly Perfect jumping up well on the outside to dispute second. 2.5 lengths then to Glorious Lady on the inside of Atakan, and then Blame the Game handy. 2 lengths more to Red Happy and Django and City Ismail, I See You Well, and Grace Avuzonki held up at the rear of the field by Harry Cobden. On to the next plain fence. Abaya de Mathan on the inside, Pemberley jumping solidly there. Nearly Perfect on the outside, back from a long absence in the hands of Jack Quinlan. Blame the Game is right in the firing line, jumping this open ditch. And they're all safely over. Grace Avuzonki wasn't overly fluent at the back, and reminders for Red Happy as they now run round the bottom bend. So Abaya de Mathan continues to make it just to Pemberley and Blame the Game, and on the outside Nearly Perfect in the red and yellow. Glorious Lady right round the inside, tracked by Atakan, who was very prominent in the market. City Ismail is close up then. And then towards the inside, Django in a blue cap, I See You Well, Red Happy and Grace Avuzonki as they jump the next plain fence. On to fence number 8 now. And still Abaya de Mathan in the blinkers on the inside. One of 3 runners here for Judith Wilson. Over in front from Pemberley, Blame the Game, very handy, the 3 times course winner. Red and white jacket on the near side. Tom Cannon for Chris Gordon, the winning connections, the winning combination from last year with Go Whatever. Then in 4th place is Glorious Lady, City Ismail on the outside of Atakan. Then Django, followed by City Ismail, I See You Well, Red Happy, and Grace Avuzonki at the rear of the field. And they jump the next, going up the hill. And both Red Happy and Grace Avuzonki not jumping all that fluently at the moment as they now round this top bend. Long way to go still, just under 2 circuits. Abaya de Mathan from Pemberley in 2nd place under Tom Bellamy. Followed in 3rd by Blame the Game on the outside. Glorious Ladies back on the inside of Atakan, and then Nearly Perfect, who's always been in the leading half dozen, and they're trapped by Django in the blue cap and City Ismail as they take the first down the back. Glorious Lady made a mistake there on the inside. Down the hill they gallop towards the plain fence and the open ditch. Abaya de Mathan still by a half length to Pemberley. Blame the Game, Glorious Lady, Atakan, and on the outside is Nearly Perfect, followed by Django and City Ismail, and then I See You Well. Grace Avuzonki and Red Happy remain at the back of the field. On now to the open ditch. They're all still standing in this Bet Goodwin Sussex National, and on the inside Abaya de Mathan coming up well again, ahead of Pemberley in 2nd, then Blame the Game in 3rd. Atakan in 4th, getting a bit strung out. Nearly Perfect is cajoled along in 5th place in the hands of Jack Quinlan. Then behind these, Glorious Lady on the inside. City Ismail is ridden fairly quietly from Django and I See You Well under another patient ride as well. So about to turn into the home straight now. and on to the next two fences, and then they'll have a circuit to race. Bayard and Mathan on the inside, seeing a good stride there. Pemberley over well in second, then Blame the Game. And now Atakan on the inside, the blue jacket, followed by Sidi Ismail, nearly perfect under a strong drive out wide from Glorious Lady on the far side. Django has quietly crept into the contest in that blue cap, and then I See You Well, Grace Avuzonki and Red Happy. So heading now, passing the stands with a circuit to go, and Pemberley comes through to nod his head in front, passing the judge. Pemberley on the outside of Bayard and Mathan. Blame the Game is third. 2 lengths away to Atakan. Sidi Ismail is back in 5th place. Glorious Lady and Django. I See You Well is still very quietly ridden, jumping the next. Nearly Perfect losing ground, and gone there. Grace Avuzonki has unseated Harry Cobden, and Red Happy has been pulled up. Now running round the top turn, and it's Pemberley that leads the way with Blame the Game for company. Bayard and Mathan in third. The early leader is just beginning to look a little leg weary. Atakan is on his outside, and they are followed then by Django and by Sidi Ismail and Glorious Lady and I See You Well as they now jump 5 out. Oh, Pemberley put down. Oh, what a sit. What a sit from Tom Bellamy. Pemberley is still in the race thanks to the rider as they head down the back straight. Pemberley, Blame the Game, followed in third by Atakan with the white blaze Sidi Ismail, and then Django. I See You Well again. Mihal Nolan is biding his time as they run down towards 4 out. Pemberley on the inside of Blame the Game. Pemberley much better this time from Blame the Game. Atakan and Sidi Ismail and Django and I See You Well, they head towards the final open ditch. This is 3 out. Pemberley and Blame the Game in the air together. They soared over from in third Atakan, Sidi Ismail. Now rounding the railway turn. After Sidi Ismail is Django, and I See You Well is trying to make up ground from behind these as they race towards the final turn, and Blame the Game has gone on from Pemberley in second place, and Atakan now moves second, I should say. Atakan giving chase to Blame the Game. Sidi Ismail, Pemberley weakening, and I See You Well making a charge down the outside. They head towards the second last. Atakan challenging Blame the Game, then Sidi Ismail down on his nose from Django and I See You Well in between the final 2 fences. Blame the Game on the far side under Tom Cannon. Atakan and Brendan Powell, these two fighting it out. Much depends on the final fence. Both came up well. Blame the Game on the far side. Atakan on the near side. They race up towards the line. At the end of 3.5 miles, there's hardly anything between them, but Atakan has got up. Atakan has just won the Sussex National, the Bet Goodwin Sussex National. What a finish from Blame the Game, Django, I See You Well, and Sidi Ismail.